Yo, you tuned in to Guerilla Cross Radio.
Welcome to Let the Ball Bounce. This your host, Trey Bailey.
And it's your man, Goose Thomas. What's good, folks?
Yeah, man. Every Tuesday, man, 6 p.m. Also every Saturday at 2 p.m. Pacific Coast time, man.
Yes,
Let
sir.
the Ball Bounce. Sports Talk Radio Show. We're here to give you guys the best of sports talk radio with your guy, Trey Bailey.
Your man, Goose Thomas.
Mr. Controversy, Block'em Logan is in the building.
How y'all doing?
Yeah, man. It is what it is, man. We give you guys the best of sports talk radio. We appreciate everybody chiming in to the radio station, a radio show, and giving us your time, your undivided attention, whether you're driving, sitting at home, eating dinner over at Applebee's or Fridays or whatever you're doing. We appreciate you, man, and we appreciate everybody chiming in to watch us from across this United States.
Absolutely. Good old America.
Yeah.
America.
Good old America.
Yeah, man. Look, yeah, I mean, you guys are definitely making America great
Land
again
of
by listening to us.
opportunity.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The land where you can just talk aimlessly about somebody and get away with it.
Yeah,
apparently.
basically.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm.
The land where you can make blackface sweaters and they be out for a year and a half and you know, things just pop up. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it just pops up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, a blackface sweater.
Yeah. Or the land where you could actually go to be the governor or senator of your fine state, and they just automatically find a picture of you in a blackface in high school.
Yeah.
You know, the land where things like that happens.
Yeah, man. It's tough.
It is tough.
It's hard out here, man.
It's
Tough in these streets.
Yeah, the land where you could actually accomplish everything that you want to accomplish in your life, meaning money, family, and be a multi-billion-dollar, and all of a sudden, rape charges come up.
Man.
Ooh, from the 20s.
From 99.
Wow.
It's just
Deep.
accusations.
It's deep, bruh.
It gets deeper than that.
It's deeper than you think.
It gets deeper than that. And I'm going to give you a little bit of deeper because I am quite a bit radical when it comes to certain things.
Sure.
The land of the free, where you could actually become a priest and touch all the little boys that you would like.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You got some people signing up right now, Dre.
Yeah.
Wow.
The land where I could be free. We're not in bondage anymore. And I'm a professional athlete. And as soon as I let everybody who don't know, because it's not plain and obvious that I'm black, that I am blacker than black, that it's all over.
Oh, man.
All over.
Oh, boy.
So is it really the land of the free? Because when I think of free thinking. I think of freedom of speech. I think free to do what you would like.
It's in the Constitution. All that's in the Constitution. So
Isn't it?
yeah. So
Sure it is.
Or does the Constitution not speak
Apply.
for all?
apply.
Does it not apply to all?
You know what? OG told me one time, man, and it's probably the most sound, definitely some of the most sound information I've ever gotten in my entire life. He said, son, we don't live in a free country. You're not free.
No.
You're liberated. You're not free. You got a little liberty,
Yeah.
but you're not free. And I had to think about that. I'm like, see, I got a little liberty, but I'm not free. Well, all right then. I'm not free.
There's a lot of truth to that statement.
I mean, we're speaking truth, right? This
Yeah.
is the land of, you know, opportunity and things like that. You know, we have a leader of the free world, we thought, right? And so free is being used all the time is what I'm, free world, you know,
Yeah.
you know, But is
opportunities.
it really free though?
Right.
I mean,
No.
am I really able to go on off of internet radio, go on to national radio, whether it be Fox or the 4-letter network or anything mainstream,
Right.
and speak my absolute mind
Negative.
coming from my perspective
Negative.
and still be labeled as free?
Negative. Can't do it.
Nope.
Nah, dog.
You will be ridiculed.
Yeah.
You will be probably outcast.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
No doubt
so
you'll be out.
so you mean to tell me I have to play the role? I have
You
to
have
conform. I have to do.
No, you don't have to.
No, you don't have to.
Well, if I want to make a decent living,
But it'll cost you. May cost you a little.
May cost you.
May cost you a lot. But it's gonna cost you.
so I want to. I don't want to lose you, sports fans that are tuning in to Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio for the very first time. But this is what we do sometimes.
Yes,
It's
it is.
not all sports,
Not all the time.
but we bring it back to sports because everything is relative, right?
Because God knows you tell the truth.
Right.
Lord have mercy.
So I don't know if you guys, most people in America may have Netflix, or if you don't, you know someone who has a Netflix account. But Killer Mike has a show on Netflix that I think you guys should
Super
highly watch. Now, he did this social experiment that we can get into whatever we're getting into because there's a lot of NBA, NFL, baseball chatter going on out there, and we want to clear up some rumors and things like that,
Yep.
or maybe expound on them. But my point I'm trying to make is Killer Mike has this show. He did a social experiment where he spent 3 days only spending black dollars and patronizing black-owned establishments.
Mhm.
Okay, so let me tell you how it worked out real quick.
Hey.
He could only eat, if he was hungry, only eat food from a black soul food restaurant, period. Or just a black-owned restaurant.
And if the farmers were black.
Right. He could
Yeah.
only eat the food if the restaurant was black and the food was black farm raised.
Yep.
He couldn't find any.
No.
He found a lot of black restaurants, black owned,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but the food wasn't black farm raised.
No.
So he didn't eat it. He went a day and some change without eating. Okay? Now, he could only catch a ride or get a car unless it was a black-owned car. Not, okay, you went to the Ford dealership and got your car and now it's your car. No, the person, the manufacturer, the person who made that car had to be black. So guess
Didn't
what?
find it.
Yeah, well, guess what he did find?
Yeah.
A bike
A bike.
for his big ass. Let's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
say what it is. Excuse me, I know we are on a Christian radio station. May God bless you and I
Keep you.
and keep you. But
Assalamu alaikum.
right, Malaika Assalam. And
L'chaim.
right, he could not sleep in an establishment unless it was black owned. And since we don't own many hotels in Atlanta, he slept on the street.
It's up on a park bench, bro.
So I love the experiment. Why? Because it showed me, a black business owner who owns 3, that we don't own enough.
I don't own anything.
We don't own enough farms. We don't own our own manufacturing companies to build these cars. We don't own enough hotels.
Restaurants.
We're not owning.
Yeah.
So if I was to only live off spending my black dollars like that, me and my kids would be out on the street.
It's tough, man.
And it's truthful.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
If y'all don't wake up,
Man, it's tough, bro.
wake up.
That's why I tell
Man.
that's why I tell people, I say, look, well, it got to the Jerry Jones thing when I think somebody said something about, well, you Dallas Cowboy fans, You guys are, basically rooting for a team that has a racist owner. I said, well, let's take it a little deeper. Who do you pay your mortgage to? Who you pay your car note to?
Yeah.
It ain't black owned.
Sure ain't.
And 9 times out of 10, those are owned by probably traditional racist people.
No doubt.
So you support them too.
Yeah.
Where you buy your food from?
Yeah. I mean, I was going to.
We get our food from a guy named Smith. I've never met a guy named Smith other than Will.
Yeah. Now, the exception would be if we all shopped at Winco. Now, Winco, if you don't know, Winco is owned by its employees, not by a particular owner. So technically, it's not white owned.
It's co-op.
It's co-op.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's where I tend to do all my shopping. I go to Winco. Now, recently, just a couple of days ago, Gucci, there was some backlash with Gucci about their a sweater line that they came out with that appears to have some blackface connotation.
Now, is it appeared or is it what it is?
I mean, it
is what it is.
It is what it is. Look, for sake of conversation,
it is what it is.
For sake of conversation, let's say it appears, right?
Okay.
So, on top of that, the sweater has been out for almost a year and a half.
Okay.
So
I haven't seen it around though.
I haven't seen it either. I have not seen one person in the sweater before.
Yeah.
So fast forward, Floyd Mayweather Jr. is stopped by TMZ, and he's asked about it, about the protest. First, he acts as though he didn't know what was going on with the protest or with the whole thing.
Well, he might not have.
It's possible. It's possible that he didn't know.
I mean, can you see Floyd Mayweather at home reading a lot of stuff that's going on?
No.
I mean,
No. Stand up on
Gucci?
Gucci. I like that. Gucci.
Hey,
Gussie.
Hey, Sam.
Gucky.
Hey, Sam, come read what they talking about on Facebook real quick, man.
Let me holler at you, man. Do this real quick. So he gets stopped by TMZ, and he's completely dumbfounded to it. And he goes on to say, give his whole explanation, I love everybody, I support everybody. But then he kind of flips it a little bit. And this is the only part that I felt even made sense in his whole rant that he made. He said, I have a black-owned business, TMT, hats, shirts, sweaters, whatever the case may be, and it's black folks that don't support me and that could care less about what I'm doing. So, I mean, how can you say you protesting over here, and then when support is asked from you, or not even asked, you just flat out don't support.
We are the kings.
We're the king of it, man.
We the kings of protest.
King of the crabs.
Hold on. King of the protest. I'm not gonna get the NFL Network ever again.
Right.
And then next week, did you see my Tampa Bay Buccaneers lose? Hold on. They weren't on ABC, CBS, or Fox. How did you see it?
How did you see it?
Oh, my boy got the NFL packet. Boy, sit down. But you about the protest though, right?
Yeah. And that's when it came up. That was the part
ridiculous
where I was explaining, like, in real life, are we really protesting this, man? Because first of all, everybody don't wear Gucci. That's number one.
I don't. Well, actually, I do.
One.
I got a pair of Gucci Vans on right now.
There you go.
I've had them for about 6 years.
Yeah, everybody doesn't wear Gucci. So, are you protesting really? And if you are, what are you protesting? What are you really protesting here? So, because a figurehead like T.I. says, don't do something, you turn around and rush to do it. Just because a figurehead told you to do it. Well, it's been a year and a half since the sweater's been out. So again, you don't wear Gucci because clearly you didn't know that the sweater existed until a week ago because you don't even wear it. And then a figurehead tells you we're protesting. So I'm protesting. And anybody else that don't protest, you a coon.
Who else is protesting?
Hold on,
P. Diddy.
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
Spike Lee.
Spike Lee. Spike Lee. I've never seen Spike Lee and Gucci ever in my life.
No.
Never. Jerseys and
So let me ask you this. If we had a fly on the wall or a camera inside the homes of these major corporation owners, and let's just name a couple. Johnson & Johnson.
Sure.
One.
Yep.
Smith's. Right? Whole Foods. Right? Just Paramount.
Yeah.
Yep.
Duracell. Charmin. You know, some of these major hitters.
Johnson & Johnson.
That part.
Johnson & Johnson.
So if we put a fly on the wall in their homes and they told you, well, they told whoever was in them that house that, you know, this is how I feel about a certain race. Is that going to stop you from going out and?
I mean, that's a tough question, and it's a great question.
It won't. Is what I'm saying. It won't.
But here's the thing, though, right? It's all brought back to the big picture, like I just mentioned.
Right.
We hoot and holler about protest this, protest this, protest this, but we don't own nothing. So you protesting, but you still going to Walmart though.
My point.
That doesn't even make sense. You protesting,
You
but
got
you
your
go
money.
to Walmart.
You got your money in a white-owned bank.
Yes. Where else you gonna put it?
What else you gonna put it? There's no black-owned banks. There's some trying to start.
There are some. They're black-owned credit unions, but you gotta
they're not
you gotta
off the
search.
ground yet.
No,
Yes,
you gotta search, bro.
So where are you going to? That young Wells Fargo,
and that young Chase,
that young Chase,
that young B of A.
Yeah,
this is where you're going.
and put your money.
And we are the worst.
But if you do your research and find out where those banks started from, where these mortgage companies start from,
Yeah, absolutely, man, please.
Well,
wake up, be tough.
I know that P. Diddy and I want to say T.I. are working on an app, or JayZ. They're working on an app where you can download an app that will show you all of the black-owned businesses in your area or whatever state that you're in.
Yeah. And there are black-owned banks and credit unions, but the process, it's not like it's one on every corner and you can go to any ATM without getting charged that young $10 every time you swipe your card to get money.
Right.
I mean, it's at this point, it's a convenience thing.
Yeah.
There's no black-owned bank like Chase where I can there. I live within a mile of 3 Chase ATMs. 1 mile, which means I can basically run to an ATM, grab my money, and run back home.
Right.
Where are we doing that at a black bank?
Yeah, well,
and this is not a slight. This is an inquiry right now.
And the Chase family is rich because that's
super.
That's a name,
Super.
guys. It's not a name of
JP
business.
Morgan Chase. Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
But go back and Google. Where they come from.
Yep.
And it's going to be eye-opening.
Very eye-opening.
Yes.
Yep.
You know, we are the kings of hookups galore.
Yeah.
Like, first off, if you're going to patronize me as a black business owner, patronize me as you would do the white man, please.
Sure.
But you're coming through the doors, is what I see a lot, asking for a hookup all the time,
crazy,
man.
bro.
I can't do it. I'm in business to run a business. I can't hook you up. But when I don't hook you up, all of a sudden, you're going to go patronize the other guy and pay his prices without any
backlash.
You're
not going to complain. You ain't going to moan and groan about it.
Nope.
You just gonna pay the price, and that's
Look,
gonna be it.
I heard a story. I heard a story today, man, that just burned me to my soul. A very successful person, not saying no names, but he makes money every day, doing a legit job. Okay, him and his boo thing, they go to the grocery store. Hey, you know how at the grocery store they have their own checkout area where you're supposed to be responsible enough to scan your own item and pay for it accordingly.
Sure.
This person has the loot.
Oh yeah.
He got the money in his pocket. He proceeds to not scan all of his items and put them in the bag and walk out real quick and tell his girl, "Come on, let's go." Like he put her in a situation
In a foul
like what
situation.
the?
That's foul.
Let me ask you this: is that a foul situation?
That's a horrible situation.
Yeah. Terrible.
How could you do that?
I don't. Wow.
I'm telling you, I have no. When I heard that, man, that pissed me off just listening to it. I was like, why would anybody do that?
Why would you even?
But
do
we
that?
are the kings of wanting hookups, taking and not being responsible, man.
Sucks.
But yet we want to protest all the time, man.
Sucks, man. And I get it. I totally understand, man.
Unbelievable.
Like we wanna stand for something, bro. And I get it.
Yeah, we see the unfair things that's going
Yes,
on,
yes.
the inequality that's going on.
it's been going on.
So
This didn't just start.
Yeah. So, we tend to want to do something, but
No
it's-
follow through.
No follow through.
No follow through, and the inequality still happens.
Yeah. And it's gonna continue
So
to
it's
happen.
going to continue
Let
to
me
happen.
tell you something. If I was passionate about something and I wanted you two brothers to help me protest something, and I called you tonight, I'm expecting the phone call to kind of go like this. Hey, man, y'all ready? If I'm asking y'all gonna be like, let's do it. Let me ask a whole bunch of other people who on social media trying to be something that they're not. Oh, man, it's a little cold outside, baby boy. I ain't got that young jacket on, man. Mom's got the car. Hey, man, my girl won't be back for another hour because, she went out grocery shopping and stuff, man. She took the kids here. Excuses, man.
Crazy.
When do we get tired of hearing excuses?
That's crazy.
I'm all about being about it.
Oh, no question.
If we're going to talk about it, let's put it into action.
Yeah. If
Right?
If you say you
Well,
gonna
within
something
our
happen,
within
make it
our
happen.
race, just go ahead and tell it like it is. There's a lot of jealousy and envy.
Why
is.
though? Because let me tell you what works for me is if I got $5 million, right, Goose, and we all go on vacation, I'm gonna feel obligated to spend some of my money to help y'all enjoy this trip the way that I want us to enjoy it.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
No problem with that.
No.
Because we do that with less.
Oh,
We'll
no
go out
doubt.
to the bar and
Oh,
buy everybody
absolutely.
drinks. We do that all the time with
No
less.
doubt. No doubt.
But how great would it be if we went on vacation? I had 5. I do in some way. We all helping each other get money.
Yeah, we just,
You got 5. You got 5. So now instead of 5, we got 15 million.
We got 15 million. Keyword. We got 15 million.
so now you're bringing up a pool your money together situation.
It's not really a pool your money.
Oh, yes, it is.
If something happens, or we want to go in on a house or whatever, we got $15 million collectively to make whatever we want to happen.
Because you know who pools their money together?
Hmm.
Hispanics.
All day long.
And they don't care where they live. They will go in your old young neighborhood,
No,
buy up that house,
they'd live.
fix it up,
They live 30 in a crib.
and live.
Bruh, I had no idea. The house, I grew up in 2 separate houses. Of course, I grew up on Donna. When my mother passed away, we moved to the west side on Vegas Drive in MLK, behind the Cox building. I did not know until about, so I got ready to buy my first house, that the Mexicans that stayed directly across the street from us, it was about 25 of them in there.
Yeah.
Now, you would see traffic right? But you just, okay, they work on cars, they do this, they do that. No, it was really 25 of them in a 4-bedroom house.
Bro, they do not care where they live.
They
But
don't
they help
care.
They
bro.
come and they fix it up.
They help
They
one another,
make it
bro.
livable, and they just live.
They help each other get on.
yeah.
Boy.
And that is why I help other people get on whatever I'm doing or whatever they need help with. I'll help them get on.
Yeah.
Not for the sake of saying I help them do that, because karma works in good and crazy circles.
Yeah.
Energy works with good when good energy is around. Like people really, I really believe when people say it's a good energy in here,
Mhm.
that it means exactly that.
Yeah.
I just know by me helping that energy is going to come back around to me somehow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't care in what form. I just know somehow it's just going to come back around.
Absolutely.
So
Sure.
why not do it?
Why not?
Absolutely.
Hey, Unc KB said, man, I need 12. Y'all split up the rest.
But stop being so mad at Floyd Mayweather because he does what he wants to do.
Yeah.
That's his money.
Just
It
doing
ain't
what he
like
wanna
he's spending
do.
it on you.
Yeah.
That's all he doing.
Yeah.
And it's not like y'all didn't know this about him, though. Like, why get up in arms about somebody that you already knew about them? There's no reason to get upset with them about that, man.
That's where
None.
that jealousy and envy comes in.
Y'all knew
because
he
you
wasn't
don't
about
have,
that.
you mad because he has.
That's
But
crazy to
peep
me.
this out. If a revolution was to start tomorrow,
Mhm.
I know who will be there and who won't.
Yep. Yep.
So that tells me that I know who you are already.
Sure.
So we already know historically he's not really been that dude.
Yeah, he ain't been no down for the cause dude. He's never done that.
When?
So why be upset with him about it?
Wow.
Exactly.
He's never been a down for the cause dude, man. As long as we've known of Floyd Mayweather since he was 19 years old when he moved to Las Vegas, bro. He's
was
never
about
been
money.
that guy. He's been about money. He
That's
told
it.
y'all
That's
that in
it.
the beginning.
That's
For
it.
the last 20 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
Why get upset and call the man a coon? And y'all knew what he was about prior.
Now you want to trade him.
Now you want
Boy.
to trade him off? That don't even make sense. You up there got your anxiety all up, blood pressure sky high, because y'all already knew what a dude was like.
Boy, I'm telling you that.
But they
boy.
say they ain't sensitive. I ain't sensitive.
Yeah, you are.
Man.
You know how many Floyd Mayweathers there are in professional sports? That we just saw Dak Prescott saying he don't care either. Y'all wasn't
Yeah.
on his helmet.
Yeah.
Literally,
they
y'all
were.
wasn't on it.
Yeah, they were. They was on his
Oh,
helmet.
they did. They did
Yeah.
come at him. They came at him.
They
You
came
right.
at him.
You are absolutely
Yeah,
right.
They did.
But it was something that was said and we moved on. Every time something happened with Floyd, though, it's a reverse cycle every single time. But y'all already knew, though.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes around about Dak again, I hope we don't get this again because y'all
Tragic.
already know.
Tragic.
He's standing for the pledge. He ain't kneeling with y'all.
Tragic.
Done deal. Get over it. Ain't happening. He got a white mama. He ain't finna kneel with y'all. That man got a white mama, a whole white mama. He is not kneeling with y'all.
Yeah.
Simple. So cut
And
it
that's
out,
his
man.
choice.
That's his choice.
That's his choice.
Nothing wrong with it. Do what you do. Everybody not gonna kneel though.
No.
Not gonna happen.
When
Everybody-
somebody shows you who they are, believe
believe
it.
it,
The
dog. Just
first
believe
time.
him, dog.
The first time,
That's
no.
it. We 20 years into this thing, man.
And move on.
And
That's
keep it pushing.
Keep it moving.
Do what you
KIM.
sent to do.
Kim.
Look, that was
Keep
look,
it moving.
look,
moving.
that was I promise you, boy, this could not be more fitting. I love y'all brothers, man.
Yeah.
That was the first when I heard that story about the grocery store, the very
crazy.
first thing that came out my mouth was when a person shows you who they are,
Just believe it.
believe them
Believe
the
them
first
the first time.
You a klepto.
Yeah.
You a klepto. If you steal from me, dog, you a thief.
Yeah.
It's over. You're a thief.
Thief.
There's nothing else I can say for you.
How many times we got to say it on this show?
How?
We cannot
I
stand,
can't stand a
thieves,
thief,
boy.
dog. I can't stand a thief,
No.
dog. Like, cause at least if you lie to me, you might have been protecting my feelings.
That part.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you lied to me, it's possible you was protecting my
you know,
feelings,
I was
man.
talking to Goose all last night, man. His
You know what
breath
I'm
smelled
saying?
like onions from that
You know what
taco
I'm
burger
saying?
he had from Hamburger Heaven.
Oh, I missed them taco burgers and chili
know.
cheese fries, dog. Don't do that. Don't bring that up right now.
Ooh, or that
Chili
good
cheese,
old-
chili cheese fries and
fries.
Pac-Man,
Oh
dog.
my God.
Yeah.
Sit down, Pac-Man.
Mm.
Oh man,
I used to love the young fries.
them chili cheese fries, man, on
Yeah.
point, man. $1.50.
Mm.
I used to use my offering money to get chili cheese fries.
Yeah.
Sneak right out the door at Victory and be right over at Hamburger Heaven. I used to catch the fade every Sunday. I got beat every Sunday. But I knew it was coming though.
I know.
I'm getting these chili cheese fries.
Look,
mama.
Sam says, I'm mad at Floyd because he spent $3 million on a white Bugatti when he should have gotten a blue
now
one.
I agree with that. You should have got a blue one. I agree with that, Sam. I agree with that,
Should've got
brother.
a blue one.
You should have got a blue one. I agree.
But yeah, man, I mean, pick something that you're passionate about and stick with it. But kleptoing to me is I cannot do it, bros. I can't do it.
Can't do it, dog.
That's like one of the ultimate disrespects.
It's
Super
disrespectful,
disrespectful.
dog.
Now, you think if he was still from a major company, like corporation, like the grocery store or something, you don't
Right.
think he'll steal from you?
Stealing from
Hold
mama
on.
ain't
Hold on.
nothing.
You don't think he'll steal from you if
Yeah.
you his boo thing?
Yeah.
Stealing from mama ain't nothing.
Don't sleep around a nigga like. Whoop, whoop. Did I say the N word?
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Where's the button?
Don't sleep with a dude like that.
All right, let's get into this NBA now.
He liable to you liable to go to sleep and he's still
boy.
the cat.
Yeah.
Like, hold on,
Taking
man.
the
I did
snatch,
not
bro.
approve the snatch taking
I
last
did
night.
not
I
approve
promise
of
you.
this.
And I just couldn't say nothing because I was spent the night and I felt maybe he felt like I was obligated or something.
Oh man,
Sad,
this is
man.
funny, man.
Sad, man.
Unbelievable stuff. But
Stop
hey,
being so mad at other
Stop.
people for stuff that you
Their
can't control.
choices.
Stop.
Their choices.
Y'all should not be surprised by this. Why
You're
are we
mad
surprised?
at them for their choice?
Can't be. Like, come on, guys.
Please.
Come on, guys. Let's get over it.
We've already talked about how the world's not free anymore. I mean,
Come on, man.
it's
That
not
man
free.
living his life, dog. Why y'all mad at him for living his life, for doing what he want to do?
His best life.
Yeah, clearly. The man retired and he's still spending M's everywhere.
I hear cuss words even when I'm not in the building.
Put it in the jar.
Yeah, I actually didn't even hear a cuss word. Is that considered a cuss
No,
word?
I honestly, I
Hold on.
play music on the show that has it. So
Oh, well, let me
Well,
ask you.
that.
Let me ask you this. What word did you hear?
I can't say the word.
You was about to get beat up.
I like that, brother. I like that. I like that.
The record stopped.
Oh man.
Quan
that's
5 said
funny.
he couldn't say the word.
I can't say I've never said it. Repeating Wu-Tang songs.
And see, that is what, boy, that brings, that's a whole nother topic.
That's
And we can go
topic.
forever.
Yes, we can.
Because you know how many times I've been to concerts and I look over
Yeah.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
see the other man reciting word for
No
word.
question.
Oh, yeah.
But
No question.
inside of those bars are like 50 N-words,
No
though.
doubt. No doubt.
And they flow off the tongue so well.
Look, bro. Look. I went to Austin, Texas, to Austin City Limits. I flew all the way to Austin to see Outkast at Austin City Limits Music Festival. And within that crowd of 150,000 people that I was around was majority white people.
Yeah, for sure.
At this
Always,
concert.
always.
This is Outkast we talking
Yeah,
about.
for sure.
Yeah.
In front of 100+ thousand, I'd say 70% of the crowd was white. Do you know that these people recited
Every single word.
these dudes said,
For
bro?
sure.
Every last line, bro.
Every word.
For sure.
The ad libs, everything,
Yeah.
bro. I said, boy, hip hop is a real thing.
Oh, yeah.
No, and I did when I was younger a lot.
Hip-hop
You know,
is a
and even in
real
front of my
thing.
friends because we just.
Yeah. That's how you vibe.
It didn't feel like that back then. It didn't.
Sure.
I didn't feel the same.
What are some of the songs you used to sing?
Wu-Tang, just
I
any
mean,
Wu-Tang
any
song,
Wu-Tang,
any Method
pick
Man
one,
song.
Pick one.
But you know, when I got older, I realized, you know what? Okay, let me
Sure.
Let me
Scale
blank
back?
those words
Scale
out.
that thing
Let me
back.
Are
blank
you
those
scaling
words out.
back, or are you just completely just cutting it out?
I cut it out.
You
I
on
cut it
the-
out of my
You on the
diet.
hot seat.
He lied.
cut that out of my
Quan
diet.
could get in his car
So-
tonight and listen to a Wu-Tang song, and if it got the words in it,
Nah, I
and he
skip
by himself, he gon'
I skip it.
So you cut out wheat bread, but you
I skip it.
still eat bread.
No, listen, I skip it because I don't want to accidentally say it in real life. I don't want to be repeating those lyrics in real
Hey,
life.
man.
But
Hey.
no, my boy, my man John Gibbs, right? He's doing shows and he got this something, and he'll take the mic off because it got the N word at the end of the
gotcha.
line,
Gotcha.
and the whole
and
white
the
crowd
whole
says,
The
crowd
whole
said it.
white crowd says it. Wow, that's deep.
and he just starts laughing. But he's like, dude, I get him every time.
Every time.
By the way, download John Gibbs' new EP, To Jaleesa. It's really dope.
Shout out John Gibbs.
I just want to know what N-word Quan is talking about, but we can move on.
Nice guy.
Nice guy. Night Rider. Right. Nightingale.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Look, Quan to be waiting by that.
Necessary.
Necessary.
Quan to be waiting by that young PayPal next month. I'm be like, boy, pain and suffering, pain and suffering.
Paid and suffered.
Pain
Look,
and
man,
suffering.
lot of sports
Yes,
slated,
indeed,
man. And what do you guys want to start with? NBA?
Let's go NBA, man. It's a lot.
Do you
going
have
on
a
in the
do
association.
you have that insert with the NBA? I want the people to hear it. If you have it, you have it.
Which one?
The one that when she came in and she did the whole
what's her girl name, man?
the intern.
Yeah, Diana
Oh.
from Indiana.
Where is that?
We want you
She
guys
was really
to hear.
cool, man.
We
We ain't
want you
seen her in a
guys-
while, man. You ran her off, Corn. What's going on, brother?
She was offering to go get us lunch. or
All type of stuff, man.
Whatever.
We'd have been had the what is it? Devil's Pizza? What is it? We'd have been had it by
Evil
now. man.
pie.
Evil pie.
pie.
Yeah, there you
Pie.
go.
Hi.
Evil.
Devil's Pizza?
Evil.
The devil's pizza?
The devil's pie. Slice of the devil's pie.
Yeah, D'Angelo sang about that.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
I was on the Belly soundtrack. Hey,
And a slice of the
if you guys haven't heard,
Yeah.
if you guys haven't seen
Yeah.
Belly or download the Belly soundtrack,
Yes. Yes.
both dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
It is.
I probably repeated some of those words back then.
I love that song though. That song
I
dope.
love it.
Yeah.
Hey, what my man say with the banana?
We don't like
I
that.
don't like them dog.
Ah,
the illest in Nebraska.
that's funny, man.
Whatever happened to Hype Williams?
I don't know. Well, I mean, how many videos are done nowadays?
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
So
They're
we're
still
not gonna
doing
see.
videos
They do
too.
videos
They
all
still
the
do
time.
it, but,
You
but
know,
how often do we
YouTube,
see videos?
You're not paying
bro?
Hype Williams. Hype's
Exactly.
not doing your $1,000 video.
No.
No, it's not happening.
No.
Yeah, he 100K or more. Easy.
Hmm.
If you ain't got
Right.
100K, he ain't talking to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to come with some.
Hype.
I can't find the
Williams.
drop. by the way.
Dang, man.
Shout
you
out
tripping,
to Diana
tripping.
from. Is it Diana?
Diana from Indiana.
Diana from Indiana.
You tripping.
Shout out to Diana.
The hardwood is what we're about to talk
yes,
about, man.
Indeed, man.
NBA,
Let's get into
man.
some- Yeah, man. James Harden is on a tear. 30 straight games now with 30 points or more.
Mm.
Look, if you don't like James Harden,
And they're 30 plus points.
30
They're like
plus.
almost
30
in the
plus.
40s.
But you
Mhm.
know who else is doing the same thing? Paul George.
Paul George, and I was
Yeah.
going to get to him.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But James Harden, if you don't like him, fine. I'll tell you to get over it. I'm not necessarily a fan, but I marvel at greatness. It is what it is. I'm not a Russell Westbrook fan either, but take a look at what he's doing. What James Harden is doing
Offensively.
offensively is and even defensively for him.
Yeah, because yesterday I seen him pick somebody whole pocket for a layup.
Just took all the money. Yeah, bro.
Took
Dirk
all
like
that
Nowitzki.
shit.
It was Dirk.
It was Dirk.
They played against Dirk the other night. I don't know if that counted, but he did it.
Took all his
Okay,
little
Dirk
shit.
tried to post him up. He said, boy, give me that. Cookies.
well, actually, in James Harden defense, bro, he's a great post defender, actually. Because I think people really get it misconstrued. Dude is really strong.
Yeah.
I watched some of his workouts, man, and the dude is like crazy strong, bro. But it's real deceptive because you look at his body and you like, he ain't like all sliced up and cut up. Like he don't look like Eric Bledsoe.
No,
Right.
no.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like he's not big like
no,
that.
He's not that.
But James Harden is extremely strong.
Yeah,
bro.
his
like, he
body is kind of built like a young Bill Cosby.
Yeah, he like it's not. He's not toned at all.
No, not at all.
He has zero tone. Like,
He
none,
looks
bro.
like
None.
Cliff Huxtable.
Yes, but-
he has a Cliff Huxtable build.
He's Cliff Huxtable.
He's Cliff.
He's Cliff Huxtable.
He does.
Yeah, but I mean, the dude is he's deceptively strong, and he's actually a decent post defender, bro. He really, really is.
And
But,
he's always been that.
yeah, but 30 is 30 for 30 now. Like literally a 30 for 30.
Yeah.
30 points or more in 30
And
straight
his
basketball games.
assists are good too. He
Yeah,
has
assist
5
numbers
or
are there.
more assists a game.
Assist numbers are there. I mean, you can't like just simply bypass what this dude is doing right now. And all they need to do is get Clint Capella back healthy, and they'll be fine. They'll have their full. But they are missing him a lot.
They are missing him.
I remember
They're missing that inside presence.
When I first mentioned Clint Capella, 2 years ago maybe.
When Dwight Howard was there.
Yeah. When Dwight Howard was there, actually, I said this kid, he might be all right, man.
And better than Dwight Howard. That's
He's-
why they shipped him out of there.
He's a better basketball player than Dwight Howard.
He's
don't
energetic.
see why
he has a lot of energy.
Like he's a better basketball
Yeah, he
player.
plays with way more energy. So,
But Dwight will go to the Hall of Fame, and he won't probably.
you sure about that?
Well, as we look at it right
Clint
now,
Capella would have to
is
win
Clint
a couple of
is
championships.
Clint Capella a Hall of Famer right now?
No.
Probably not.
No, he's not.
We've debated
Well, no,
whether.
I was talking. Excuse me. I thought we was talking about Dwight Howard.
Oh, no. Dwight's gonna go.
Oh, he'll
Dwight
go.
Howard's yes, he'll go.
The
He'll go.
first part of his career was ridiculous.
It was insane. It really was. He was a 25-point a game scorer actually.
Yeah.
And defensive beast.
And what,
rebounder.
4-time defensive player of the year, big time rebounder. He's gonna go. He's gonna go.
Mm.
Oh yeah. Is Chris Bosh gonna go?
Yes.
Chris Bosh is gonna go, right?
Yep.
Made 11 All-Star
he'll go.
games, got 2 titles.
Yeah, he'll go.
20. Well, it's closer to 9. We'll call it 19 points a game.
6 blood clots.
Yeah, tough.
Yeah.
Tough. But
That's heartbreaking.
he just
hear that
officially
news,
announced his retirement.
Yeah, to hear that news on vacation,
Yeah, it's tough, man.
you know, and the fact that he got sick on vacation and he had to go to the doctor while he was on that vacation, and they were like, hold on, man.
Yeah.
Something's not looking right.
Tough, man. Tough.
So you got James Harden out there with that Heathcliff Huxtable build is really
No, he's built like Cole from Martin.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Mm.
That's a good one.
He's built like Cole.
Cole boy just could not get it right.
Cole couldn't get it right, man. They tried to remember that episode. They tried to hire him as a handyman.
Dog,
He just messed up everything.
dog. Cole, you stupid.
Did he poke a hole in Pam's waterbed? dog?
Yeah.
What?
But, you know, James
Oh,
Harden, I think, and watching the NBA League Pass the other day, they asked, who did they ask? Derek Fisher about Chris Paul and his play right now because it's not the best.
No.
He said Chris Paul is just doing the basics,
He's kind of just
To-
out there, right?
doing the basics to get to the playoffs.
Sure.
And once they get to the playoffs, he's going to give them the Chris Paul that they had last year. And the reason that he's giving them just the bare minimum basics right now is because he doesn't want to get hurt.
Right.
And my thing is this. Okay, if that's the case, when the playoffs start and you give me a 100% Chris Paul, that means you're going to get hurt quicker.
The
Yes.
same thing will happen that happened last year.
That's it.
What?
Because it's the playoffs is intensified, bro.
This is what you call a Chris Paul hamstring.
That's sad, bros.
That's what his hamstrings
Tragic.
look like.
It's
dog.
tragic.
So that means he's not ready.
You're not ready, bro.
He's not ready. He's just out there going through the motions.
Essentially, when Houston gave Chris Paul that bag, 4 years, 154.
He's built like Cole too.
Yeah, he is. Now he would be closer because of the
Yeah.
height. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So when Chris Paul was given that bag by the Houston Rockets, and we all sat here, we all agreed that just wasn't a good idea. We all agreed on that.
He got over.
He got
Late
over
in his career.
big time.
Because
bro.
trust me, when that contract's up, he won't get another
Well,
contract
I mean,
like
when
that.
that contract's up, he'll probably be done playing basketball.
That's
I
just
I mean, what we
ridiculous.
looking at his, because he came in the year after LeBron, correct? So we looking at
Did he do a 4?
14 years? We're looking at 14-year
About
NBA
14,
career right
yeah,
now,
about
right,
14,
for him?
about
So
14.
he has 2 years left on this deal.
I thought it was
No, he
3.
just
He
resigned.
just did 4.
Yeah.
He got another
So he
four.
got 4.
Yeah, he just oh, so that,
Last
that was
year.
last year. Oh wow. Yeah, he
Because they traded
Like,
him, so
yeah,
then
right.
Houston could then re-sign him to the
absolutely,
max.
absolutely.
So he got a 4-year max
Wow.
started this year.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
yes,
he- yeah,
yes, it
this
did.
is his
That's
last
right.
contract.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
He's
Yep.
done after
that's what
this.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Yeah, he'll
his
probably
window,
retire after this.
his
He'll never
window
get
is smaller
his
than
win-
LeBron when it comes to winning now. Like he has to win
this,
now,
This is his window.
literally. I think it's a little smaller
If
than
this
that.
window was on a mansion, this would be his window.
That's not even big enough to be a bathroom window.
This is
Boy,
not
that-
even a peephole. Bro.
That's a cellar
Like this.
peephole.
Yes, yes. This is a this is a cell peephole. This is a cell window.
Sad,
This is
tragic.
a prison cell window.
Mm.
That's about how big Chris Paul's window is.
Paul George is in the same running
Oh man, insane.
for MVP, and I think he should get high consideration. The fact that he's got OKC playing at a whole nother level.
Bro.
He is doing the scoring that Kevin Durant did when Kevin Durant left.
Yeah.
When PG3 was there last year, he wasn't scoring the ball like KD was when KD was there.
No,
This year,
he's doing
he's doing it.
it. Absolutely.
And so, but what we are seeing with the OKC City Thunder is Russell Westbrook is okay with that role,
Absolutely.
and he's still getting triple doubles,
Yeah.
which means he should still be in the conversation. But a lot of people aren't really talking about Russell Westbrook because triple doubles all of a sudden now it's become
Don't mean
the
anything.
norm for him, for him.
Look, man.
Come on, man.
Say what you will.
It's hard to get a triple double when you
It's
playing on a
difficult.
video game.
You can't,
Did you see?
can't
Did
get a
you
triple
see?
double by yourself.
Did you see what?
with-
Did you see what Michael Jordan said about it today?
Yeah, he
Michael
did.
Jordan was asked a question about Paul George and Harden,
Mm.
and he said, "Well, you know, they're both doing great jobs right now. You know, triple doubles are hard to get."
It's difficult.
He said, "But 6 rings are more harder."
Yeah. He
Oh, Mike.
had to do the
Boy,
Oh, Mike.
Mike
Throw that jab in
love
there,
to
dog.
throw
Oh,
jabs
yeah.
about that 6
He always-
rings.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, this the soundbite.
Both. They're all both hard, you know, and uniquely, it shows the talent, you know, that we have within the league. It shows still the progression within the league. I'm very proud about what both guys have done because they're making their mark for the league, and I think it really helps the growth of the league, which is harder from a player standpoint. 6 championships by all means.
The truth, though.
And that's that competitive nature inside of
Still.
him, bro.
He
Still.
still has.
Yeah.
He's 52,
Yeah.
51, 52.
With
and
a
the
brand new
competitive
baby.
nature, bro, never leaves.
Oh, he's not 52.
If you compete, 55,
50,
bro.
Yeah, he's up.
He's
there.
a
It's
year
like
older than me.
55, dog.
He's a year older than me.
He's 67.
Whoa.
No, he just turned 56.
Boy. Well, no, his birthday is coming up.
Yeah.
It's
He's
during
birthday.
All-Star
Him-
weekend every
Him,
year.
him and my pops got the same birthday.
Yeah, he'll be 56.
February 17th.
Yeah.
Wow. Competitive nature still
Mm.
there, bro. But to get back to Paul George and Russell Westbrook, what these two are doing
Mm.
is really unbelievable.
Yeah.
You can say what you want about Russell Westbrook.
He's
you hate
OC.
him, you hate him, you love
He's a
him.
terrible ball manager.
Say what you
He's
will.
not a real point guard.
Man,
His
that's the-
point guard IQ is trash.
If he ain't real as a point guard, ain't nobody.
And a
real
lot
as
of
a point guard.
pundits are starting to kind of bring say that triple doubles aren't really
Yeah.
They're not really.
Listen, they're not what they
Yeah.
used to be,
They're
but
not-
a
yeah.
triple-double is a
triple-double.
triple-double.
Come
You have
on.
to go out there and do
Yeah.
all
have to
that.
do it.
Yeah.
You got to do it.
You have
That's
to
hard.
do all
It's
that.
hard to do.
Has to be done.
It's
let me-
hard to do.
Let me ask you this: what did triple doubles used to be like?
They were harder because defense was harder in the NBA, so you weren't getting as many stats
But the
in
NBA,
the whole entire
but the
league
NBA
back
is a
then.
lot faster with a lot more athleticism also in today's
And
game.
Yeah, but there's a
And
lot
at-
more scoring. You're getting a lot more shots, so there's more rebounds.
Yeah.
That's
But-
all I heard on Sports Talk Radio today. How the triple doubles are like, they trying to devalue them.
Well,
Man,
if that was
stop
the
it.
case,
But you would have average players getting them, and average players
this
are not
is
getting
exactly-
triple doubles.
Yeah.
everybody's
You
not
still
doing
have
it.
to go get
Yeah.
those stats.
If it was so easy, everyone would do it.
Yeah.
I've never had a triple double in my entire life, dog.
And the
I
floor
don't think
spread
I-
out more for these guys to go and get and play harder and do more things. They're not subject to just you stand there and shoot.
Right.
You stand there and
Exactly.
rebound. Like, no, you got to do everything now.
Yeah. I don't think I've had a double-digit assist game in my life.
I was listening to him say today that the rebounds that Westbrook gets,
Does that make me selfish?
No.
the rebounds that Westbrook gets, it's bad for the team because it's.
I mean,
I said, what are you talking about?
I don't even.
It's
understand.
bad for
it's
the team.
bad for the team.
Ask them if they actually watch the game, though.
That's
you
crazy.
know, I'm like,
Because most of these people that talk don't watch
How
the
can him
game.
getting a rebound be bad for the team? Because point guards are not supposed to be rebounding.
Why not?
Well, if he's a point guard and he's rebounding, that means he's helping out.
I want my guard. I want
So-
my PG to help me.
Here's
rebound.
another pundit. It's not easy to get a triple double, but call me when Westbrook get a chip, dude. Come on, man.
Oh, Sam Snead. Shout out Sam Snead.
Come on, dog.
I mean, you might call them this summer.
My thing is this, man.
You might call them this summer.
It's
If a
possible.
person is doing above and beyond, is what I will call a person who would get a triple double. He's doing more than what his job title expects him to do. When you're a point guard, you're expected to get others involved and be able to score the bucket, not get double figure rebounds also. If we're telling players to play their role, I'm looking at my 7-footer and I'm saying there's no reason why you should not have at least 20 rebounds tonight. Period.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my power forward. I'm saying I don't want to see nothing less than 12 rebounds from you tonight. Period. I'm looking at my small forward. I'm saying if you don't grab at least 7 rebounds tonight, I'm pulling you out of the game.
Yep.
Period. Then I'm looking at my shooting guard and I'm saying you need at least 3 rebounds.
Yep.
My point guard,
Mm.
I'm not telling him to go out and give me 15 rebounds, man.
Mhm.
This man is overachieving
Yep.
at the point guard position. How can that be nonchalant?
That's crazy. That's insane to me.
Well, then you look at his shooting percentages. So they bring that into play. A lot of that doesn't even matter to me. If he's out there playing his heart out every night,
You can't deny that.
you can't deny that.
I don't care.
He's
You can say
playing
what-
his
say what
heart
you want
out
about
every
his
night.
game, and even that's wrong.
He's shooting 20% from 3. He's 30% from field goal percentage, but still, the dude puts his heart out there every night.
And I
So,
understand.
You got to respect that.
You got to, and I understand when Sam says, "But all of the threes create longer rebounds." I get that too, but guess what? I actually watch OKC City Thunder games,
Yeah.
and he's down there
Watch him off.
It's not all.
getting rebounds in the paint,
Yeah, like he down there.
not just standing at the free throw line or at the 3-point line. Come on, man.
Yeah.
He's grabbing them boards.
Absolutely.
He is the highest paid hustle man in the league.
No question. Yeah, that does other things.
Right?
That'll
He's
probably
not
be Draymond
Yeah,
Green.
right. Because if you
But-
leave it up to Russell Westbrook to be the main option and to go out and win 40, 50 plus games, that probably is not going to happen. He's exerting way too much energy in other areas to just lead his team like that.
And sure, we can critique his game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's not a great shooter. He
Right.
takes bad shots.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that dude is out there putting his heart on the court. And
For
he's
every
leading
bad shot, he
time.
makes it up by
Yeah.
grabbing 2 or 3 rebounds and getting the
Yeah.
ball back to the big man where it
Yeah.
should be at the right time. Him
Given-
him and Harden in the league right now, I would have to say, are the top 2 go getters, front runners for getting their big man involved. If it wasn't for Russell Westbrook getting Steven Adams involved, Steven Adams would not be playing at the level he's playing, and Capella. Yeah. And then I can also go back to when Chris Paul was younger. He is the main reason that Tyson Chandler was the man in New Orleans. Okay? He gave him 50 oops a game, and he put him on the map. When he went over to Clippers, he helped Blake Griffin become the player that he was. Why? By getting him the ball in the right places. Period. Point guards. Look at what Steve Nash did to Amari Stoudemire. Yeah. When Amari Stoudemire played for Phoenix, Steve Nash continued to give up that rock to Stoudemire in the right place at the right time. Yeah. That's just
and those rebounds that he's getting is giving his offense. Sometimes it's giving his offense a second possession, sometimes a third possession, and then they score off of it. Yeah. So to say that a lot of that stuff is devalued, man, I don't think they're looking at the whole picture. They're just trying to critique him to a whole. Just trying to downplay what he does every night. Sure. No, that dude.
So let me ask you this:
he puts his heart out
if
there.
you take every and you can answer this one too, Quad. If you take every great point guard in the league right now, point guard. Where would Harden be taken if
Harden or Westbrook?
I mean, Westbrook. Where would Westbrook be taken as far as your point guard pick?
Well, I'm not taking,
1, 2,
I'm not taking
3.
Chris Paul.
We can
throw that one out.
Right
I'm
now,
not taking him number 1.
Right now, he's got to be number 1 at point guard.
Over Kyrie?
Yes.
Kyrie can't
Over
stay
Steph?
healthy either.
Yes.
Over
Kyrie.
Steph.
Over Steph? Is Steph really a point guard?
Steph a point guard?
Steph
I mean, who?
I mean, we
You
can
say,
for sake
you
of
can
conversation.
say that same thing about Russ, though.
Yeah. I guess for sake of conversation, those would be my top 2.
Yeah.
If we're categorizing
Yeah.
Steph Curry as a point guard, it would be Steph Curry and Russell Westbrook.
Any player you could take that can give you stats anywhere, you gotta take him. I mean, that it doesn't make sense that people even question that dude's greatness.
No doubt.
With what he does, and he doesn't shoot great. Like his shooting this year has
That's
been
the
bad.
only. That's the only quarrel.
But that's it.
I have with him.
What great shooter
That's it.
besides Steph had a great shot selection throughout their entire career? Like, stop it.
Yeah, because you could argue James Harden's shot selection
all the time.
You could argue that big time.
Well,
when they're falling,
but the counter,
you can't say nothing.
But the counter argument would be,
But
well,
panties.
but he has to take those shots. Draws.
Let me ask you
Oh,
this.
you can say.
Was Kobe's shot selection the
horrible.
best?
No,
For him,
it was
it was great.
horrible. For him, yeah.
Because
I
he
guess for
made
him.
a lot of tough shots.
Best bad shot.
And
best
he
shot,
could make 'em.
Best bad shot maker
maker.
ever.
Yeah.
That is no question. Not excusing the bad shots that were taken. No, there were some horrible shots that he took.
The thing about those shots are these dudes can make those shots. So at the end of the day, is it a bad shot when they can make them?
I mean,
We've seen dudes chuck shots up and say, "Dude, stop shooting the ball."
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. Like
You know.
we don't look at a Kobe Bryant or even a Steph Curry
Right.
and be like, "Dog, stop shooting,"
Right.
because those dudes were like, those are great.
Yeah.
Like they're great shooters. They're great scorers.
Yeah.
So we never said that. But if Trevor Ariza go down and start chucking up shots, or if
And
PJ
he's-
Tucker
yeah,
start
and-
chucking
and
up shots,
they
you're like,
are
"Dog,
spot shooters.
what are you doing?
They're spot shooters.
Stop it. Stop it.
Mm.
Right now." You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
Giannis is in that race also.
He
I
don't
think
need
it's
to
a
be shooting the basketball.
I think it's a 4-5 man race.
But he's definitely in the MVP discussion. For sure.
Boy, he is in that MVP race
No
right
doubt.
now. He's leading his young Bucks
Yeah.
in the East, and they just got a little bit better
Yes, they
with
did.
that signing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think it's going to help them in the playoffs. I still think that they are a piece or two away from being a complete basketball team. And when I mean piece or two, it could be player or coach.
Right.
And I think they're they're just right behind that 8 ball, even though they have the best record in the East right now. I still think that Toronto, Boston, and some of the newly acquired players picked off waivers that Indiana got solidified them to be in the hunt still. Picking up Wesley Matthews and the play of Turner as of late, they've been playing some good basketball.
Did they? Oh, okay. Because Wesley Matthews that got traded, he got dumped off, and Indiana picked him up. Gotcha.
Yep.
Yes, indeed, man.
That's a good pickup.
That's a great pickup.
Yeah.
Is Marquise Moore still out there?
Yeah,
he might go to L.A.
Might go to LA.
Yeah, it's 2 spots that he's looking at right now. So we'll see with Marquise.
He might be wanting to go to Houston right now.
And
I think he
Houston-
wants to go to the playoffs.
And let me tell you this:
so.
and
And Lakers just lost to
and
Atlanta.
Houston would not be a bad look.
No.
That gives you an enforcer and a person who can actually stretch the defense too by hitting threes.
I think they're trying to see what's going on with his neck. He has kind of some neck problems right now.
Is he?
They just want to make sure he's going to be healthy enough, Because you
Somebody-
sign him and then he gets injured again, then
Right.
it's like, oh my God.
So who do you have right now for your MVP right now?
You know what, man? I'm gonna say Paul George right now.
Oof.
I'm gonna say Paul George.
Interesting.
I mean, they're winning with what he's doing, and he's putting up nice numbers. Sort of in the same realm as Harden.
Right.
Yeah, I can't argue that. But I would have to go with James Harden at this point. Just going off of what he's been able to do with less resources, than PG has, at this time. I gotta go with James Harden, but please make no mistake about it, man. Paul George is balling right now, balling. And again, like you mentioned, with Giannis, I mean, he got his Bucks. They got the best record in the East right now. They're probably the best team in the league right now. I mean, you can. It's debatable. You can argue that Milwaukee Bucks team is the best team in the league as we speak.
And
So-
it's only those 3 that are in the race.
Yeah, no doubt.
But you can't not give it to James Harden.
No, not
36
not at
points,
this point. Not at this point.
7 rebounds, 8 assists. Like, no one's even close to that. Like, Paul George is putting up good stats.
Sure.
He's putting up 28, 8, and 4.
Yeah.
That's not even close to Harden's
No.
stats.
No, it's not.
And I love Paul George. I love what he's doing this
Love
year.
his game.
I would
Yeah.
love to trade Brandon Ingram and Julius Randle for him.
Oh boy.
But we won't talk about what could have been.
Well, I know OKC wouldn't be in the 3rd spot without Paul George.
Oh, no
and
doubt.
and Houston
No
wouldn't
doubt.
be in ahead of Phoenix without James Harden. Because Houston was second to last in the West
Yeah.
before Harden decided to just go off.
And see, this is one thing I don't understand when people say stuff about Harden. The man had to play like that. Why? Because he wasn't going to get no help from Chris Paul. And who else was going to come to the rescue? Gerald Green? Boy, sit down.
PJ Tucker,
P.J. Tucker.
Michael Carter Williams.
Not gonna happen. So I mean, it's tight race, but I mean, just looking at it at face value, if you just back me into a corner, I gotta go James Harden right now. And again, taking nothing away from those other guys. Paul George is on a complete tear right now. The boy had a triple-double last night.
Yeah.
The boy dropped 45, man.
47.
47, excuse me.
Yeah.
With a triple-double. Yeah. So, I mean, for those saying, and we spoke about it on the page earlier. We were talking about, triple-doubles and how, I guess, people saying that it's easier now. I mean, I don't think I necessarily believe that. Like, I mean, who were your prime defenders back in the 80s and 90s?
Okay, so
Who were your prime defenders?
But I think the league has
in the
more.
80s.
I think the league has more shooters. Where if you dish off,
Sure,
those shots are going in. That's
So,
how you picking up a lot of
shooters are
assists.
better now.
Yeah, shooters are better.
So
are
we
better
can
now.
we can take shooting off the board as far as something that's better now than it was then. Shooting is definitely in, right?
I think shooting is better.
How about athleticism?
It's better.
Definitely better now than it was then, right?
Yeah.
Not even a debate. How about strength?
Boy, stop it.
Do we need to even argue, really?
Right.
Different kind of strength.
But we just talking about just straight raw strength, being able to
2019
ward
hands
off,
down.
being able to ward off a man and get to the bucket.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's 3-0. I mean, what else is left? We got athleticism, we got strength, just overall speed, running. Come on. Do we need to argue about this, man? Like, I get it. I get that people want to hold on.
Boy, stop
I
it.
understand, man, because I gotta pay homage, because those were tough times back then. You just can't come to the hole like you want to.
No.
The rules have changed.
Mm-hmm.
We can all touch and agree that the rules have changed, but I don't want to give y'all no ragamuffin.
The defensive intensity is not as tough as it was.
That I'll agree with.
Yeah.
That I'll agree with.
Yeah.
But can Joe Dumars play in the league right now?
No. He would get eaten alive.
Can Joe D play in the league right
He
now?
can play in the league.
Can he survive?
No.
I think
Joe D
Absolutely
will
not.
come off the bench and average like 5-6 a game.
Number one, for a shooting guard, he was undersized. That's number one. Number two,
6'2", 6'3"
right.
for Joe D?
But
He's at a disadvantage.
Yeah,
there.
because we're looking at point guards that are like
And
6'4", 6'5".
And you can't be as physical as he was today.
Right.
Just can't do it.
Can't do it.
A lot
No.
of hand checking and all that. You
Sure,
can't do it.
Sure, absolutely. Absolutely.
Arm
no doubt about it.
barring, yes.
No doubt about it.
They're not gonna let you do
But
that.
with his lack of athleticism in comparison to now,
Boy,
he'll get eaten alive.
Benny the microwave would get eaten alive. He wouldn't get no
and
minutes.
and his name is the microwave, which means he was a deadly scorer. Anytime he got the ball in his hand, it was going up,
He
and it
wouldn't get
damn
no
had
run.
a chance to go in.
He wouldn't get no run right now.
So, I mean, come on, guys. Like, it's good to hold on, man. I loved the 90s.
But learn to evolve, though.
But let's be honest. Let's be honest. Ain't none of that happening right now.
Nah, man.
You wouldn't be able to keep up with these stallions running around this 94 by 50. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. So,
With positionless basketball,
come on, dog.
Boy,
You got 7-footers handling the rock, bro.
John Sally Steele would not be able to do
Boy,
it.
John
I
Sally
think.
wouldn't get no burn.
James Edwards wouldn't get no burn.
Oh, James Edwards definitely not getting into
No.
the game.
We're talking about guys that were monstrumental
Yes.
in
Yes.
the 80s basketball era.
Yes,
Your
indeed.
guy, Dre Bailey.
Yes, indeed, man. And your man, Goose Thomas, man. I think I know who this is. that's
Mr.
calling
Blockham
in, man.
Logan is
Mr. Blockham
in the
Logan.
building. Caller. What's your name and what is your question?
What's up, fellas? What's cracking, y'all?
what's up? What's good with it?
Les Pickett in
Let's
the
be
building.
in the building.
What's up, man?
What's good with your
What's
big
up?
bro?
Hey, Chuck Nevitt, he probably would get some burn right now.
Who?
Chuck
Chuck
Nevitt.
Nevitt.
Man, stop. Stop.
About to
Chucky.
hang up the phone.
Yeah, hang up, call back.
Stop it.
I don't think Charles Barkley like him because he got rings too.
Uh-oh.
Right?
They
Well-
pointed that out on the show.
Well, Les,
Chuck Nevitt even
Nevitt,
has
Nevitt
rings.
got a ring with the Pistons and Lakers.
Yeah, with the
Yikes.
Pistons and the Lakers.
well, Les, I would
hang
have had more faith in the phone call if you would have said Super Crip from Compton would have been able to survive in today's league. I would have been like, my man.
Hey, I know when to bow out gracefully, Dre Day. You know, so I can't even front positionless basketball. I know when to bow out, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's like you can't.
Yeah.
Like there's no way around that, bro. Like, dog, Joe Dumars would get torn apart.
Yes,
dog.
he would.
He'd
I'm sorry.
get eaten alive,
So
dog.
Joe was 6'2". I thought he was 6'4".
And Joe was even 6'4". Give him 6'4" at the shooting guard.
Still get
Yeah.
eaten.
We'll give it to him. We'll
Yeah.
give him that 2 inches. Give it to him.
Give him 6'4".
Give him 6'4". He'd
Mm.
get killed. He'd get killed.
Yeah, he wasn't very athletic, so
Nope.
yeah, he might get the business served
Boy.
to him.
Boy. He is
You know,
he is PJ Tucker.
Mm.
How tall PJ Tucker running?
6'5".
6'5"?
6'5". Yeah.
bro,
Come on,
6'5"-ish.
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 Bigger body. Bigger body.
PJ Tucker would run circles around him.
See what I'm saying?
Athletic wise.
Yeah. He'll zoom past Jody.
What about Buddha Edwards with the little fadeaway, baseline fadeaway?
Yeah, man.
He didn't get a lot of lift off the ground, so I would say
that
no.
Might get blocked. Yeah, somebody like
Buddha
Zion
and
Williams blocking jumpers.
Blocking jumpers, man.
That's insane. It's ridiculous. Makes no sense.
But anyway, my call was Fluke Walton on thin ice, y'all.
Yeah, man, it might be.
You guys lost to the Hawks today, right?
Lost
You
to
let
the
old
damn Hawks,
El
bro.
DeBarge Jr. come in and just blow your brains open.
Unbelievable.
Hey,
Unreal.
he
dog.
gave
Lost
us-
to the Hawks.
He gave us
fool.
the business tonight. I got to give him props. He
With
gave
the
us the business
thin-
tonight.
What did LeBron do tonight?
Triple-double.
Which is which
Yeah,
is
he was-
frowned
he was
upon right now.
It's frowned upon. No
I
triple
think he had about 15, 16 assists. So he was looking
Damn.
for he was looking for guys.
I think 25, 10,
It's
and
just
15.
Damn.
we couldn't stop them
Still
from
lost.
scoring. And then when they went on a drought in the fourth quarter, they only scored 16 points in the fourth quarter, and we still couldn't catch them.
What young baby hair do? It's my guy right there, young baby.
So
hair.
let me ask you this. Do you think it is Fluke Walton's fault or the fact that you guys are missing the best defensive point guard in the league in Lonzo Ball?
Hey, you heard LeVar last week. He said Lakers ain't gonna win a championship if they trade Lonzo. So
Trade
But
my
Lonzo
son.
never plays though.
Trade my son. You ain't winning nothing.
How long has he been out with that little tweak ankle?
but
The high ankle
like
sprain.
James Worthy-
At least 3 weeks.
James Worthy just said on the post game show it's a disconnect with the team right now, and that he said it with a serious face, like he wasn't joking when he said it. He said
And
he
I
don't know
wasn't
what it
joking
is,
when I
But when
said
they
that he
won-
wasn't in top 50.
But when they
either.
won the other night, that was the game that was going to catapult him to
Yeah.
having a good second half.
And why are you watching the post-game show during Let the Ball Bounce, bro?
Because he can listen and still watch. It's closed caption.
It's
Yeah.
multitasking. All right.
Closed caption that thing.
Yeah. Hey, it's called multitasking.
Straight up.
LeBron James, 28 points, 11 rebounds, 16 assists, 3
Yikes.
steals
And we
tonight.
lost.
What did Kuzma do?
But he missed 2 free throws.
Uh-oh.
Ridiculous.
Damn.
What did Kuzma do?
Kuzma had 19.
Okay. What did
19,
BI
I
do?
think. 18 or 19.
19.
19.
BI
The
had
starters are
19.
the only ones that
Yeah.
played. Bullock, 15.
Bullock's wow.
Bullock got 15? Okay.
Bullock coming.
Caldwell
Three for
Pope.
6 from
He
3.
played
Caldwell Pope and Rondo both had 13.
Caldwell Nope is his new name.
Caldwell.
He
no.
missed 3 layups wide open in the
Wow.
first half.
Well, there's the game right there. We lost by
Contavious
4.
Caldwell Nope.
Lost by 4. There's your game.
They're like Goose said, that was a game right there.
There's your
Them
game.
missed layups come back to haunt you. But they
Yikes.
like Big Game said, man, it's a disconnect somewhere where, like you said, William, that Boston game was supposed to catapult them into going into the All-Star break on a good note. You get ran out the building in Philadelphia on Sunday, then you turn around, catch the plane in Atlanta, and lay an egg right before the All-Star break. That's not a good sign.
Unreal.
So are they still going to
You
get that
know,
third
so-
or fourth spot like it was predicted earlier in the season?
They might not get that ninth
I
spot
would-
right now.
The ninth
Trying to
spot.
get that ninth.
If
They need to
go
be
on a
shooting for 7 right now.
10, they got to go on a serious run and win maybe 10 of the next 11 just to get into the playoffs.
You better look at their schedule and rethink that.
Yeah, we got like the 5th toughest schedule.
We got Houston in that 10. We got
Post All-Star
OKC
break.
in that 10. We got Milwaukee in that 10.
7 or 8 sounds better right now.
Yeah. I would say shoot for the 7th seed so you don't have to face Golden State and get completely embarrassed.
Yeah, 'cause
But
that would be an
go get that 7
Or-
speed and seed and play against a Denver, and I'll take Lakers in that Denver series.
I actually would too.
I think if we can get the 7th seed, we might can make some noise and maybe get to the conference finals because the matchups was, I think, be in our favor. But that's asking for a lot.
Yeah, let's win a
right
round.
now. If you just looking at the vibe of the team right now,
Yeah.
Like my homeboy Tallulah said, maybe it might be better if they miss the playoffs, but that's Tallulah's take, you know.
Right.
I think, like you said, the stretch coming up of games, you playing a lot of teams that's already in the playoffs and they're top teams in their conference, whether they're from the 1 to the 4 spot, you're playing some tough teams. And like I said, you're playing some tough teams. And like I said, they got to go on some type of run, 10 of 11 or 10 of 12 or something just to get to that 7th seed. So that's a tall order.
That holds better for them to miss the playoffs has not worked the past 6 years.
So if you let Brian Shaw take over, things will change?
Yeah. Not at all.
Right now, in the middle of this riffraff,
people want Luke gone.
It's not gonna change if it's a disconnect.
Is it people or LeBron?
Because
it's gonna get blamed on him. Because I'm gonna ask you this, Les: if Luke gets fired, should we blame LeBron or should we blame you?
I blame.
I just told y'all. I just never was impressed with Walton as a coach just yet.
Yeah.
Now I can't say LeBron is the problem because this is his first year here. I didn't agree with the hire to be from the get go, but
me too.
That's who they wanted. That's Jeannie's friend. She vouched for him a couple of weeks back, and that's why I said a couple of weeks back the Lakers usually don't make coaching changes in season. Very rare. Yeah. But just the way the vibe of the team is right now. Yeah, Mike Brown.
Tell Bickerstaff that.
Tell Bernie Bickerstaff.
Paul,
and they were playing good
Paul
under
Westhead,
him.
Back in '81, Paul Westhead, yeah.
Yep.
Tell Dale Harris that.
Oh boy.
Tell Kurt Rambis that. Les, call me off air.
It's all bad.
Hey,
man.
maybe Kobe should come back and coach the team.
Oh man, dog. We don't need them.
But I just think. Like you said, that stretch of games coming up after the All-Star break, like I said, that's a tall order. I don't see them going on that kind of a run, but that's the type of run it's going to take to get back into the playoff picture. Like you said, you're in 10th place right now or something like that. You got the Clippers ahead of you, San Antonio ahead of you. You hoping they start losing.
Right.
When are we going to blame these, put the onus on these players for not playing hard and not playing up to their potential?
I think it's on them. I think that's where Big Game was going, William. Just from the before I called you guys.
But not to cut you off, but these are the players that you guys so desperately wanted to keep.
Yeah, you're right, Dre. A lot of people were saying we shouldn't give up the young core for one player. All those players, all those draft picks for one generational talent. We shouldn't give it up. I didn't agree, of course, but
and if you don't get rid of the players that has been part of the losing culture there for the past couple of years, what do you expect? You can't expect to bring LeBron James in and carry this team all the way in the West past Golden State, OKC, and all of these other teams who've been playing, pretty good basketball when the guys that you have are young, inexperienced, and they're not used to winning. Yeah. What I'm trying to figure out from Laker fans, what do you guys – you can't have it both ways. What do you guys want?
Well, to William's point, I'll let William chime in on this. That's when they have to look within themselves as a competitor, as a man, and say, okay, what am I doing to help this team get to the next level? Or what can I do
that's my point.
Get to the next level as a competitor?
Yeah.
We all play sports at a high level, college, pros. I know some people in the group that went pro, but most of us played high school and college.
Right.
So you usually look within yourself and say, what can I do to better help my team get into a better position to win games?
That's exactly what.
And that's where it got to start.
Yeah. That's exactly.
I mean, I see them
That's
on the court.
Great point. Great
I
point.
see them on the court. Luke is not holding these dudes back. They're on the court playing every game.
Yeah.
And
I think the thing with Luke, where people don't like, is some of his adjustments or lack thereof, some of his substitution patterns. Like the other day against Philadelphia, Kuzma had it going. He takes him out for a breather, which I get, but you leave him out for 6 game minutes, and which is probably about 20
minutes,
15 minutes real time.
Yep.
And then he comes back in and he's kind of cold. He didn't really catch fire again. He ended up with 39 points, but he only got 14 in the second half against Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So you kind of broke the rhythm, so I think that's where people are kind of on loop as far as that goes. But to Dre Day's point, to Williams' point, like you said, at the end of the day, you got to look within yourself as a player and as a competitor as far as what am I contributing, what am I doing that's going to help this team get to the next level.
And
the goal was to go to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
That was the goal at the beginning of the season.
Look,
you get LeBron in free agency, you get the guy you wanted, so the confidence level was up. That was the goal. Now you're kind of teetering on that, not making the playoffs and reaching that goal. So, like you said, you got to look within yourself as a competitor and say, it's coming down to your heart. People are going to start questioning your heart at some point.
Well, I'm glad that you said that. You made some very great, valid points, man. We appreciate the phone call.
Appreciate you.
And my thing is this, man. If you are those young players and you're in that locker room, why are you butthurt when your name gets mentioned for trade talks for someone who would come in here and change this team immediately?
Right.
How can you be mad? I can't be mad if I'm working a job and I'm replaced for somebody who can do it better than me.
Yeah.
You still feel a certain way, though, right?
I would. But at the end of the day,
well,
as a business owner,
man.
Right, I have to look at it from a different seat.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree.
Take your feelings out of it or show your butt up to work and average those points and do all of the intangibles that you're supposed to. Exactly.
Simple and plain. Simple and plain, man.
That's it.
Perform, man. Let's switch gears a little bit.
Yeah.
We're going to switch gears a little bit, man. We're going to get into some NFL, man. But before we do that, on the line right now, we got a friend of the show. He chimes in just about every day with us, man. A Vegas kid to the heart. A UNLV alumnus.
Okay.
Go Rebels. And he currently does work for the NFL Network. We got our guy, Mr. Clayton Holloway, on the line, man. What's good with you, bro?
What's happening, guys? How's everything going?
Oh,
man.
man. Everything is wonderful, man. How things with you, bro?
Everything's good, man. Everything's good. About to watch this Dubs game here in a couple of minutes.
Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. But let's jump right into it, man, because it's been a lot of NFL movement here within the last, less than a week.
Yeah,
it's been a lot going on in the National Football.
You're telling me, man. This is supposed to be my downtime right now between yesterday and today.
But you working.
Come on.
But you working,
yeah.
bro. Let's start. Let's start real quick, man, with the Kareem Hunt move to the Cleveland Browns. When you first saw that, what did you think? What was the first thing that went through your mind when you saw that?
Man, well, first off, man, we didn't get any heads up on it. No. Normally, we kind of get a heads up. Like, you have your insiders. Like, ours is obviously Ian Rappaport.
Sure.
And, Tom Pelissero. And then you over at ESPN, you got Schefter and stuff. So it's like usually we kind of get a heads up on that. Mm-hmm. Nah, no heads up. It was just a tweet.
Wow.
It was a tweet by the Cleveland Browns yesterday.
Wow.
Of a statement from Kareem Hunt and, blah, blah, blah. And no, it was shocking. I mean, we knew he was going to get picked up, but like I said yesterday, I don't remember who it was, man. Somebody posted something in the group, and I was like, I think it may have been you, Goose. Somebody said, like weird.
Yeah,
like,
that was me.
Browns,
I said it was weird. Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. It obviously catches everybody by surprise. It's definitely weird from the standpoint of the domestic violence, but at the end of the day, it's not weird when you see who it was that signed him.
Right.
I mean, John Dorsey and Kareem Hunt have a history together.
History.
I mean, John Dorsey's the same. He's the same guy who drafted Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
And Tyreek Hill was kicked off of Oklahoma State for beating up his pregnant girlfriend. So,
So he believes in second chances then, John Dorsey.
That's what it is, man.
Yeah.
Or he went to the Ike Turner School of second chances. Either way. Wow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
It was definitely surprising. I mean, I'm a firm believer in second chances to a certain extent.
Sure.
Definitely
absolutely.
Don't condone hitting women by any means.
No.
But it's like if they're willing to take that chance, they're willing to take that gamble. I mean, they're not going to have him for a majority of the season. He's at least going to be out at very least 6 games.
At
the least, and that's what I was saying on the page, because technically he didn't serve a suspension because the Chiefs cut him.
Yeah.
So at least 6 games is and I read something that said be prepared to serve more than the 6 games.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw this on camera. We saw this on film. Like this wasn't a tweet sent out like we mentioned earlier, or a he said, she said. The world saw this. So I mean, we don't need to really like. There's no need for an investigation. Oh, did it really happen? Well, yeah, it did really happen.
And I believe Kareem Hunt knows that, and he's willing to take it.
Sure.
Take his punishment.
Absolutely. So when I said 10 games, and people were like, "Oh no, it ain't gonna happen." Well, dog, Zeke served 6, and we don't got no film of Zeke hitting nobody.
And they investigated twice.
Was gone.
Yes. Yes.
So
it's tough, man.
Definitely surprising, man. It could very well be 10 games, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be an interesting off season. I mean, we're already starting the off season with a bang. So I mean,
absolutely.
We'll see what happens with them, though.
Absolutely, man. Switching gears a little bit, man. You being a 49er fan, man. Me being a 49er fan. What on God's green earth can we do this offseason to get better, man? Because it just don't look good, man. It just doesn't.
Well, what do you think?
Antonio Brown.
Bro, we need everything. We need Jesus. If Jesus can suit up one time and run a go route, we'd love to have him.
Yes, I agree.
We'd love to have him.
But I will say this to play. But I will say this to play the to put a positive spin on it.
Sure.
The 49ers may have been the worst best team I've ever watched play football.
Right? Crazy.
They were involved. They were in every game this year.
Every single game.
Every game except for maybe one.
Yep.
Except for one. They played hard. So obviously the injury bug.
Sure.
And you got to go for Antonio Brown.
You got to go for AB. You have to.
You got to go for Antonio Brown.
We need playmakers, bro. And I've been saying this for the longest. We need playmakers, bro.
Yeah,
playmakers, not just dudes out there catching the ball. We need playmakers.
But going back to what he said about the injury bug, Niners were hurt all year.
Oh, yeah,
everybody.
No doubt.
So I think
everybody was hurt.
You talk about you need Jesus. Well, he hurt himself. So Jimmy Jesus will be back.
Jimmy
Jesus.
healthy. You need Jerick McKinnon healthy because you got to remember what Kyle Shanahan did with Atlanta when he had the 1-2 punch back there with
absolutely
with Devontae
and Tevin
Freeman,
Coleman.
And Tevin Coleman, and so you have Breida and McKinnon.
I love Breida.
Then, obviously, with Kittle caught the whole world by surprise this year. So now it's like you got a beast at tight end.
Right.
I mean, Goodwin is a speedster. I mean, he might be the second fastest receiver in the league, right behind Tyreek. I mean, the guy ran in the Olympics.
Yep.
Yeah, the guy ran in the Olympics.
Right.
So it's like the talent is there, but you put AB in the mix, and if they stay healthy, bro, all you're missing is a D lineman and a shutdown DB.
That's it. I was thinking Landon Collins. What do you think about Landon Collins? Because he's on the block this summer. Well, not on the block, but he's up. He's up for free agency. What do you think about Landon Collins and how he would fit?
I like Landon Collins, man. I mean, how would you not like Landon Collins? I mean, it's another safety. I mean, I love Jarquiski, dude. To be honest with you,
I do too.
But Landon Collins back there, man, that's a hitter.
Yeah,
that's a hitter right there. So
you listen to a lot of New York fans, they say he can't cover.
Yeah, a lot of folk. Yeah, you listen to some Giants fans, they don't like him. Giants fans don't like him.
He can't cover worth to save his life.
It's hard to cover when you're the only one out there when you're not getting any help in the front seven though too. A lot of people don't realize that, man. The secondary can get beat up if you're not putting any pressure on that quarterback.
Absolutely.
Giants ain't putting pressure on anybody.
Absolutely.
Anybody.
Absolutely.
So yeah, man. I mean, that's a good acquisition. I mean, I'm a dude. I wouldn't mind seeing San Francisco make a play for Jalen Ramsey. I don't think it'll happen.
I don't think it will either. But I love to see it though. I love to see at least the effort. Yeah. Give me the effort.
All these players that don't want to play with their teams. I mean, Jalen isn't as vocal as AB, but Jalen doesn't want to be. Jalen doesn't want to be in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be in Jacksonville.
Absolutely.
Although he did tweet at AB today, come to Jacksonville. Like him, I mean, come on. AB ain't going to Jacksonville.
No, man. I think the quarterback situation has to change drastically in Jacksonville for AB to even want to.
Well, if I was the Pittsburgh Steelers organization, I'm trading him to the worst team possible. If I can get some.
That would be Jacksonville.
That right at this point.
There you go.
It might happen.
Yeah.
It might happen.
Yeah. It's possible.
It might happen. I mean, because the ball. It's weird. It's a weird situation because
he's from Florida. Send him back.
Like, no, absolutely. But it's like a weird situation because it's like the ball is in both of their courts because AB's still under contract.
Sure.
AB's still under contract.
Yep.
He's under contract for 3 more years,
right.
and AB wants out. So it's like, do you want to risk keeping a guy who does not want to play there? But then again, you're going to have to eat a $21 million cap penalty. Ugh. So you got to find a trade partner who has cap space. There's only a few teams that are willing to have that type of cap space. You have San Francisco. You have the Colts. I mean, who else has the cap space? I think the Jets. Those
are the two main when you're talking about teams that can improve. I mean, the Colts just made the playoffs, so of course they're well on their way to improving. But when you look at the potential that the 49er roster has shown and could have shown, I mean, those are your two front runners.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, man, trade him to San Francisco for a couple of second, third round draft picks and a life supply pack of big league gum, and get rid of AB. We're done with him.
That's Dre. He a Pittsburgh fan, man. So
sorry about that, man. I'm sorry about that, man. But then again, it comes back to AB about being 30 years old, almost 31. And then another team absorbing that cap penalty. So
sure.
The Steelers don't have much leverage because you can't ask for a lot because you can't ask a team for a first round pick for AB and then expect them to take that $20 million that they owe AB. Plus, he's on the wrong side of what they like to say on the wrong side of 30. Even though I still think he's a baller. I still think
he's a baller, no question.
Top 3 guy in the league. So. You can't get much for him. I mean, if you'll be lucky if you get a second round pick for it.
Yeah, and like I said, we'll take
that money that is owed.
Yeah,
sure. That's what the people keep talking about.
Right.
That's what people aren't talking about. Is all that cap space.
Right.
So,
and that's why I said if I was the Steelers, go ahead and get what you can, that second rounder and that big league chew, and be done.
Big League Chew is really good.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a bad look.
Big League Chew is really good, though. It really is. It really is. Now, staying with this Steelers theme, what is to be done with Le'Veon Bell, bro? Like I'm in limbo on it, bro. I have 0 answers for you. I'm asking you Go ahead.
No. I was going to say, can I change the narrative real quick? Yeah, I mean, I absolutely will talk about Le'Veon Bell, but let's change the narrative. What's to be done with Mike Tomlin?
Ooh, exactly.
Oh, now
why don't you tell me?
Hey, Clayton, man, you should have saw. Look, bro, you should have saw Dre's face when you just said that right now, bro. He lit up, man. He does
wants
not
him
like
gone too.
Mike Tomlin at all, bro.
No, man, because that's the common denominator in all of this.
Wow.
At the end, that's the common denominator in all this. Le'Veon don't want to play there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
James Harrison was happy when he left. AB don't want to play there anymore. So it's like Mike Tomlin, if you were to look at that Steeler roster on paper for the last 7 years,
at least,
they have nothing to show for it. They have the damn near the most talented roster in the league, at least offensively.
Sure. No question offensively. They always had they've always been talented offensively. Like that's not even a debate.
To show for it.
Not even a debate.
And that's why some of these cats want out. And I can't speak on their behalf, but I mean, there's deeper issues in Pittsburgh outside of Le'Veon and AB.
Thank you.
And it goes all the way to the head coach in the front office.
So Mike Tomlin created this culture where, he gave freedom to his players, and it's coming back to bite him in the butt.
Mm.
He gave freedom to his players, but he also plays favorite.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Now, that's an interesting point.
Yes, he does.
That's a very interesting point that you make there. Playing favorites. That's interesting. Wow.
You play favorites, man. I mean, look, man, we're 49er guys.
Yeah.
You look at what T.O. did on the field. I will take 10 Terrell Owenses any day of the week.
All day.
If you're talking about football play.
No
I
question.
will take 10 ABs. And you cannot deny the production AB put out there.
Yeah, can't. You can't.
You cannot deny the production he put out there, but yet he's at fault for all this. Granted, I mean, he's a little diva. He's getting himself in trouble. He had that little. Just today, they reported that he had like a 100-mile-an-hour speeding ticket that he didn't show up.
And he's found guilty. Yeah,
absolutely.
He found guilty. That's why he didn't show up. He's going to pay the little $200 fine, whatever. But he needs to just put himself in check so he doesn't ruin his stock. But at the end of the day, I think there's bigger issues there.
Oh yeah,
outside of Le'Veon Bell and AB.
Thank you.
So.
That's interesting.
But Le'Veon, man, go ahead.
No, and it should be on the coaches. He's the captain of that ship.
That's interesting, bro.
So I mean, we say we like player coaches. We say we like that, and then when stuff started going wrong, then we start saying, you know what, he shouldn't have been as lenient. He should have been more lenient than he was as a coach, instead of being, so loose, because when AB had the phone in there when they had after that playoff game, he really didn't do nothing. He really didn't do anything to AB after that. So that's like one of the biggest sins you could have, No,
they didn't. They didn't, man. You're out there posting videos like that inside of your locker room after, like, come on. You need to put your player in check a little bit more. You don't got to be like, I'm not a big believer in these ridiculous fines that some of these players get for some of the most heinous little things that they do on and off the field. But it's like, you got to put AB in check. And at the end of the day, the stuff he allowed to happen, I don't know if these players, I hate to say it, but it's like, do they respect Mike Tomlin as a head coach?
They don't.
Dang. Dog, you must have been like a fly on the wall in the studio, bro, because these are the exact words that Dre has been uttering for like 1.5 years, 2 years now. That's insane.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean,
the exact words, bro.
Yeah, it's like, you're a fan of this game. If you're a fan of this game and you would pay attention to what really goes on in the league, and you don't look at the storylines that the media puts out there at face value, you see what's really going on. And I mean, Mike Tomlin, dude, Mike Tomlin seems like he's a stand-up guy. He's always answering questions for media for the most part. Obviously, he's been a little deflective over the most recent, year or two. Right. But I don't know if he's that great of a coach. I mean, because he's not getting over the hump. He ain't beating Bill Belichick. I mean, how many more opportunities do you need?
He's getting owned by him every single season.
Yeah.
Owned.
Yeah, I mean, most
with a more talented roster, though.
With the more talented team.
Makes no sense.
Wow.
He's the Mark Jackson of that Golden State Warrior team over there.
Mm.
I mean, I can't believe they didn't make the playoffs this year.
That's ridiculous.
And when we did our preseason, picks or whatever, we picked the Steelers to win the division fairly easily. I
didn't pick them to win more than 3 games.
Yeah, we picked them to win the division.
I would never look at somebody at fault and say, "Man, I can't believe you picked." I mean, Pittsburgh should have been in the AFC Championship every year, like they play in New England. Wow. Outside of KC on the come up now, Pittsburgh should have been right there.
But the crazy thing is I didn't pick them winning more than 3 games this season.
Yeah, he went against them like every week, bro.
Which I thought that was just
every week.
That
was just Dre. That was Dre being spiteful, bro.
Get him 9 wins.
The talent alone should have had them in the playoffs.
I'm talking about with the problems they was going through.
The talent alone gets you 10 wins, bro.
Gets you 9
at least.
Wins.
No doubt. You're a double-digit win football team with that talent.
But the fact that he had all of the talent in the world and could not pull it together as a head coach and get your guys on one accord.
You got 2 bona fide number 1 options. Like Juju Smith-Schuster can be a number 1 on a lot of football teams in this league.
Establish himself as a 1,
and that's crazy.
not opposite AB one, but like for most teams, yeah, he can absolutely be number one.
No question. Yeah. No doubt about it.
Well, he has his chance now.
Oh yeah. It's right in front of him. He's that dude. And don't be surprised when James Washington come up. I told you all about James Washington, bro.
Washington
coming out of OK State.
Yeah, for sure.
Bro. He's gonna be nice, bro. I really do. I really like the kid. Watching him in college, and watching. I mean, he didn't get a whole lot of opportunities, this year.
But the opportunities that he did get, he capitalized.
Yes, he did. He played well.
I saw that.
And with AB gone, he will get a lot more.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will, man.
Yep.
No question about it, man. Wow, man. It's going to be a real interesting offseason, man.
What's your feeling on the Kyler Murray situation?
Yes, absolutely, bro.
Right.
Oh, man. That one's interesting, man. Look, I mean, history shows us they don't draft quarterbacks that are the game's evolving, man.
Sure.
The game is evolving. I mean, the dude can play ball.
No question.
Look at what he did his whole year as a starter at Oklahoma. People can look at it and say, "Oh, it's a system. It's a system." Sure. I mean, he was doing it in high school.
Yeah.
Like the kid put up like almost 200 touchdowns in 3 seasons in high school.
That's insane.
I mean, I think he made the right choice by playing football because, like, baseball, you can easily get washed under the rug. You can go play minor league for a few years. You got to do all this. I mean, like, you're an NFL quarterback.
Sure.
There ain't a better job in the world than
that's
that,
the
really.
pinnacle. That's the pinnacle.
I mean, you're an NFL quarterback.
No doubt.
You're going to get paid. You're going to get paid because, I mean, depending if you go 1 or 32 in the first round, you're not making anything less than 10. I think 30. I think Lamar Jackson, they got that rookie.
Yeah, he got 10
they got
guaranteed.
That scale now. He got just around 10 million.
Yep.
Baker got around 33 million with like 22
on the signing bonus for him. Yep.
So you're going to get paid if you go in the first round.
Right.
Plus, he's a likable kid.
Sure.
There's a lot of attention around him already, so he's going to get his endorsement. You're in the NFL, man.
Yeah.
But I think he made the right decision in that aspect. But where he goes in the draft
that's going to be interesting.
It's interesting. I mean, our guys are projecting he's going to go top 10.
Wow.
So
where's Miami drafting? 12, 13? 13, right? If he was to go to Miami, and this is just a hypothetical, I'm just putting it out there. No, I ain't got no feelings attached to this. If he goes to Miami, I'm not gonna say he's just gonna completely turn the team around because that's a tall order. Like Miami's not a really good football team, but he would make Miami watchable. At bare minimum, he'd make them watchable. The dude is box office.
Well, they're kind of saying that the Arizona Cardinals and Cliff Kingsbury, that connection,
right?
Him
but
running
don't
the
they have
style
a
of
young
offense.
quarterback?
Yeah, they got a young quarterback, but I've seen weird things happen on draft day.
They do, but they can use him for trade bait.
Yeah.
I absolutely, but they addressed that today, which doesn't mean anything. I mean, because it's only February in the draft.
Right.
I mean, we still got a couple of months. But the team president, Michael Bidwell, spoke today, and he says Josh Rosen
is our guy.
Is our guy, and we're going to build around him, which could be complete smokescreen.
Right.
But they did address it, and I mean, they did draft Rosen for a reason, and I think Rosen's a good quarterback.
I think he's good,
but is he the right quarterback for that system?
Yeah. That's the question.
I mean, you got a couple of options out there with Kyler Murray. You got the whole giant Cardinals draft him, then trade Rosen. You have the Giants, who they might go Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's what I've been thinking the whole time.
That's not bad.
Dwayne Haskins to the Giants to me is a no-brainer.
Yes, you have the
Giants
Jags
fans.
who want a quarterback. Yes, exactly. Giants fans. You have the Jags who need a quarterback.
Bad.
You have the Broncos who need a quarterback.
Bad.
Alex Smith is going to be gone all of 29. His career might be over.
I think it's over.
So you have the Redskins now, and here's the one a lot of people aren't talking about. John Gruden and the Raiders.
I heard that earlier today.
Yeah.
And I paused at it. I'm like, would they be willing to do that? I don't know. But Alex Smith, what has he shown you? I mean, what is Alex Smith? Or Alex Smith, not Alex Smith. I'm sorry, David
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr.
Derek
What is
Carr.
he? What is he showing you? What has he shown you here?
He hasn't shown you anything since 2016, 2015.
And I'm giving him $25 million to do this. Negative.
So exactly. So if you are the Raiders, and there's a rumor out there, John Gruden's not sold on Derek Carr. Don't know that yet because he hasn't said, he's not on the record saying it. But if you are the Raiders, you do have the 4th pick in the draft. You could draft Murray and then still get something great for Derek Carr from a team that needs a quarterback. Jags would take Derek Carr.
Oh,
in
yes,
a heartbeat.
No question about it. No question.
In a heartbeat.
You
Redskins would take Derek Carr.
You think they'd take Derek Carr over Dwayne Haskins, over drafting Dwayne Haskins?
I mean, you have an established. I mean, let's say you're the Jags. Let's say you're the Jags, and you were in the AFC Championship game in 2017.
Sure.
And you still have the same roster there, but you have Blake Bortles at court, and you have Derek Carr, who's a proven veteran. The guy has good numbers at times. I mean, you could. There's a good chance Tom Coughlin and those guys in the organization say, you know what? Derek Carr is going to be good enough to get us over the hump. We'll be back in the playoffs with Derek Carr. I'm not saying that's going to happen. There is a good chance that will happen.
Yeah, and old Tom Coughlin's been known to be a little snake in the grass too, man. We known him to do some snake in the grass type stuff, man. So I wouldn't put it past him.
And he has a history with those Carr brothers because David was the backup for Eli when they won the Super Bowl.
Sure was. He was on that Giants roster. He absolutely was. Oh, Fresno State, man. Look at Fresno State.
Yeah, man.
Doing something.
No,
Central Valley.
Fresno, man.
Well, I played JUCO ball about 40 miles outside of Fresno, man. So all we heard, I was there around the David Carr time. So we heard a lot. We heard a lot, man. So that was when Pat Hill was up there. Pat Hill was the coach at Fresno State at the time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, man.
Nice,
so
man.
yeah, man. But oh man, it's gonna be a real interesting draft. It's gonna be a real interesting next couple of months leading into the draft. I am excited to see what happens.
March 13th can't get here fast enough.
Oh
man.
yeah, that's the roster deadline, right?
Yeah, free agency, all that stuff.
Everything.
You start signing and
yes.
Yeah,
Next
man.
month.
Oh man, it's gonna be real interesting, bro.
This is gonna be one of the more. You know how when we look forward to NBA off season and right before trade deadline gets real. This is gonna be one of the more exciting NFL.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
It's already getting that.
Yeah,
it's already getting that way.
It's already cooking. Already cooking. No question about it, man. Real quick before you go, what do you think about the AAF? The Alliance of American Football, man. What did you think about the opening night, bro? Outside of that hit where the boy helmet flew off, what did you think about the brand of football that was put out?
Can I be honest with you?
Please,
yeah,
please. You got to be right here on LTBB, man. You got to be.
So we aired, the
Orlando game?
NFL Network's affiliate. We're airing all that stuff.
Right.
I didn't, outside of because I work Monday through Friday, I get in real early in the morning.
Sure.
So I do our Good Morning Football show and stuff.
Sure.
So I didn't watch, outside of the highlights, bro, I didn't watch any of it.
Wow.
I ain't going to lie to you, dude.
Wow.
I can't front right now. But obviously it's going to be something good to carry us over.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
I mean,
it's football at the
it'll be
end of the
something
day.
good to carry us over.
Yeah, it's football at the end of the day. Yeah.
It's good football. I mean, if they're going to allow the quarterback to get hit like that, like they used to, like they should. Hey, not to quote 45, but let's make football fun again.
There you go. There you go.
That's funny.
Hey, if you're out on the field, you should be able to get hit like everybody else.
Everybody else. You got on pads in the helmet too.
Yeah, man. That's why when you have a lot of these debates nowadays with Jordan versus LeBron, Tom versus Joe, it's a different game, man.
Sure,
it's
totally different.
Joe Montana was getting his back broken by Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah.
They were getting blindsided without a flag being thrown, man.
Oh,
you put an index finger on a helmet now, you're getting a 15-yard penalty.
Oh, yeah.
These quarterbacks
if you tap the quarterback on the shoulder.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
That's real
I
talk.
love the game, man, through and through, man. I've loved the game since I was a kid, man.
Absolutely.
It's a dream to be a part of it and to talk about it with friends, family, professionally.
Absolutely.
But I love it, but I'm not, 90s football to me, there wasn't anything better, man.
Straight
90s
up.
football.
I can dig it. I can dig that, bro.
The best.
I'm with that.
Yeah.
I'm not arguing. No quarrels from me. I'm with you.
Yeah.
100%, man. You know what, man, Clayton, man, we definitely appreciate you chiming in with us, man, and coming on with us, man, to chop it up here with the Let the Ball Bounce crew, man.
Anytime, man.
Let the people know where they can find you, man. Throw out your social medias out there, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, no problem, man. But like, I'll anytime, you guys.
Absolutely.
I'm a Las Vegan through and through,
Yes,
man.
sir.
And when you work in a professional environment where you got to be politically correct all the time, and
Sure.
you got to go by the book, and you can't necessarily express your opinions. That's why I take part in the Facebook forum, because
Right.
it's like my escape. It's like my
That's it.
escape when I can. It's like when I'm texting my boys back home, when I'm texting my friends, my family, just arguing, debating sports. So I enjoy any time, man. You guys want me a part out there?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Twitter at Hollow Clay, Instagram Clayton Allen, ALAN. I'm not, I'm the guy behind the scenes. I'm not
Yes,
the
sir.
Ian Rappaport. I'm not the face, but we are. You have the Beyoncés in the world, but you have the people that are behind the scenes that are writing the songs, giving them the stats,
That's right.
putting the news out there. That's what I do.
That's
That's
right.
what I do.
Yeah, I
So-
was gonna ask. Let the people know what your exact job is at NFL Network. Your exact job title, because a lot of people may not know.
What I do, I am it's called an assignment editor. So
Yes.
what I do, I break news. I do a lot of the coverage planning for our shows. So when you see Rich Eisen on TV, or you see Rappaport or Irvin or Dion or any of our people talking, there's a team of us. There's a few of us. We're the ones giving them the info. It's like, all right, we need you to talk about this. Oh, this is happening right now. So we need you up on camera. Like, let's say breaking news, for example, like today with the whole AB tweeting out that, peace out Pittsburgh, like,
right.
Got Ian. I text with Ian every day, so I text Ian like,
Dope.
"Hey man, we need you up on camera, right?" Because he has a camera, he has a home cam at his house.
Yeah.
We need you on camera right now. We're going to go live. We're going to talk about this AB stuff, blah blah blah. So we're feeding these guys information. So there's a team of us in the newsroom there. So that's what I do, man. A lot of the behind the scenes stuff that you see that when there's breaking news and stuff like that.
That behind the scenes stuff got to be great though.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
That's the best.
I love the camera.
I love it, man. I used to want to be on. I mean, I used to be on air for 98.5 when I was at UNL. Yeah, I used to be on air back home, and like I love being on air, and I always wanted to be a sports reporter. But once I started doing the assignment editor work, the behind the scenes stuff, you have a lot more. You have a lot more say, and you have a lot more control. I mean, obviously the faces and all those people, the ones that are on TV, they get all the glory, but I take a lot of pride in my job, knowing that I was a part of this breaking news story, or I'm a part of a successful show that just happened and stuff like that. So, yeah,
absolutely, man. And we remember a while back, man, our guy, man, my little cousin, man, friend of the LTBB crew, man, Brandon Marshall, man, linebacker for the Broncos, was on NFL
Giant
Network,
high school,
man.
man.
Man. Yeah, he's actually a Cimarron grad. He's a Cimarron grad. But I mean, just I know you were probably there when he was on, man. So that was a pretty dope experience, man. Actually seeing him, you know what I'm saying, seeing him on camera, man, and seeing him on the NFL Network, man. That was pretty dope.
Oh yeah,
so,
man. Anytime we actually had from the when we were live at the Super Bowl, we actually had Steven Jackson on too,
yes,
man.
Sir.
And Steven Jackson and I graduated the same year.
Yes,
he graduated 01, and he went to Del H Middle School, and I went to JD.
Yep.
And
I went to JD Smith.
So, yeah, I went to JD, Mojave, and Desert Pines.
Yes, indeed, man. I'm old Jim Bridger dude myself, man. 8903.
Quite a few boys that went to Jim Bridger,
yes,
man.
Indeed,
I'm old Von Tobel guy.
Shot-town boy. You know what I mean?
Mabel Hogard, Gibson, Western over here.
Flintstone School of.
Bill.
Who was it that went to Von Tobel? Who said they went to Von Tobel?
Dre went to Von Tobel. Yeah.
Dre, man, I lived right across the street, man. I lived on Broadway off of Pecos and Cary.
Yes,
wow, yeah, that's right there.
That's crazy.
I used to hoop in the Von Tobel gym all the time, man.
Yes.
When I was a kid.
Bill went to Bedrock Elementary.
Bedrock Elementary. Bill is not laughing at that.
No,
I'm not gonna laugh.
Come on, Bill.
Oh,
laugh.
man, that's funny. Yo, Clay, man, we greatly appreciate you coming on with us, man.
Anytime, fellas, man.
bro. If you in the city, man, come through, holler at us, man. Man, we can talk football
Man, I'm home
forever,
all the
bro.
time, man.
Ever.
I'll be out there soon. Later,
Yes,
guys.
indeed, man. We
All right,
appreciate
thanks,
you,
man.
man.
Appreciate that
NFL
phone call,
Network's
man.
Clayton Holloway right there, man. Great interview, man. Great insight. I mean, the dude say he texts with Ian Rappaport
And he just
every
like good
day.
old fashioned football.
That's it. We was talking like
Today's
we were talking in the
football is like
backyard.
what?
Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man.
That's
Easy
good stuff, man.
Easy stuff.
That's good stuff
here,
right
man.
there, man.
Oh,
We got a comeback going on right
we
now. We got a comeback going on right now.
They are scrambling right now. Louisville
Oh, he's about to block that.
up 7 with 3:49.
Oh.
Oh wow, look at that.
Oh,
Look
this is
at
this is
that.
this is barbecue chicken.
Yes, it is.
Got him.
Easy money.
We
They
already
were
know.
down
money.
by 20 plus.
Wow.
I know at least 20. I'm not sure if they were down by any
Wow.
more than that.
Oh no, they were down by 20 for sure.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
5-point
Duke
game
is
with
on the
3:30
comeback,
left.
man. Your guy Dre Bailey,
And your man Goose Thomas.
Bill Logan, Mr. Blockham himself is in the building, man. We
Yeah.
appreciate everybody chiming in, man, on this Tuesday night, man. Taking time out of your day to listen to Sports Talk Radio, man, and we appreciate it, man. We love the love, man, the energy. We feel the energy, man, and we're here to give you guys the best of Sports Talk Radio. It is what it is.
Yeah.
No question about it, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And then some.
I told y'all it
And
was going to
some.
be a fire show. I told y'all.
Man,
And then some.
appreciate the phone callers. Let's pick it, man.
Yes, indeed. Shout out.
Yeah.
Compton Les in the building.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Darrell Reeves, man. Shout out to the real Darrell Reeves, man.
Yeah.
Put up a post earlier on the page, man. They had a picture, the crying T.O. face and said,
That's
man,
funny.
if you sleeping on us, man, you sleeping. Why you sleeping on the LTBB crew, man? Wake up.
Yeah, wake up, man.
You sleeping.
Yeah.
Shout
wake
out
up.
Quan 59 in the building.
Gorilla Cross Radio, man.
It's about
Download
support.
that Gorilla Cross app on your phone, man.
Sir.
It's so simple. Go
Real
into your
easy.
Play Store, put in Gorilla Cross, GUERILLA, GUERILLA, man. Put that in your Play Store, man, and follow your guys, Dre Bailey
And your man Goose Thomas.
and Bill Blockham Logan in the
Yeah.
building, man. Every Tuesday, 6 p.m., every Saturday, 2 p.m., man.
Yes,
We're
sir.
looking forward to seeing you guys again. And if you're scared,
You better go to church.